All right, real talk. I used to ride with Adam 22. Heavy, bro. No Jumper was my go-to. Dude was interviewing everybody from underground to rising stars. I thought it was organic, gritty, legit. But then it all started crumbling. First, it was the allegations way back in, what year was that? 2018? Right. Two women came forward, said he sexually assaulted them. That's not sidelight drama. That's straight up criminal. And the music biz, they don't play with that. Atlantic dropped him quick. That was the first real red flag that I blinked at. He denied everything, said he didn't do it, but man, the damage was done. Nobody who's going to court for assault just quietly carries on with business as usual. That kind of denial after serious allegation doesn't spark confidence in me. I ain't no judge or anything, but I know when something smells foul. Then later in 2023, more mess surfaced. Reports that he coerced young women into porn-focused content. I mean, one girl was barely legal, and the dude literally said something like, if statutory rape is wrong, I don't want to be right. Bro, what are you even saying? That ain't edgy. That's straight up sick. There's an entire generation of kids watching him, and he's talking like that? How's that content supposed to be fire if it leaves your soul scorched? My little brother looked up to that man. Just when the talk got that twisted, everything flipped for me. I started asking myself, what else is behind these cameras? The interviews used to feel raw, creative. Now they feel like exploitation. Who can we shock next? It's like they're seeing how dark they can go. And for people whose brains are just sponging media 24/7, that stuff is toxic. Plus, we gotta talk about this coin drama. Solana coin, the meme coin, he shilled that in 2025. They hyped it, people piled on, crypto rates did start to swing, then bam, tanked. CompuZilla flat out called it a pump and dump scam. When people get their pockets burned, that's betrayal, man. You're supposed to be an influencer doing interviews, not some sketchy hype man for financial scams. Then the rest of the house of cards fell. His Instagram got taken down, lawsuits popped up, stores shut, he laid people off. Rumor is he is bleeding cash. All that energy behind the brand, imploding. The vibe's empty, desperate. I used to tune in because it felt real. Now it just feels sad and chaotic. Yo, but this ain't even the end. See, after all them scandals, instead of slowing down and reflecting, my man doubled down. He started chasing shock value harder. Every headline he's in now, it's some mix of beef, messy drama, or some real-life soap opera. And people eat it up like junk food. Problem is, it's junk food for your brain. All filler, no nutrients. You feel me? Look at the content flow now. It used to be sit-down convos with artists we ain't never heard of, but would soon be somebody. Now, he's got random dudes talking about street beef that they don't even belong to. Clout chasers spitting lies for attention, and women just there to talk about hookups or OnlyFans drama. It's like the Jerry Springer show of hip-hop media. You watch enough of that, you start thinking petty internet beef is real life. I saw homies quote Adam 22 like he's a life coach. Bruh, the man is out here swapping wives in content stunts with Wack 100, and we all know that was messy as hell. Some people laughed, but for me, it was like, what even is this anymore? Is this the culture we're building? And don't get me started on how toxic it's gotten behind the scene. You can see the crew change every few months. People leaving, people fired, folks saying the work environment is hell. That's not stability, that's chaos. It's wild because his whole platform could have been a blueprint for pushing real talent and telling real stories. But the man's chasing clicks, controversy, and crypto scams. Every time he wins some new eyes with a viral clip, he loses 10 of the OG fans who came for the actual culture. It's like he forgot the responsibility he's got. When you got millions watching, you can either build them or break them down. And right now, he's lowering the bar so far it's underground. Watching too much of that mess will have you thinking ignorance is ambition. It's dumbing folks down in real time. So I had to step away. My little bro's attention span shrinking from all these hyper edits and drama clips. My friends arguing over fake beef they saw, No Jumper, and me. I caught myself caring more about other people's mess than my own gripe. That's when I knew it was time to cut the cord. And here's the part that really got me. Adam's a straight up culture vulture. He's a guest in this hip hop space, but he acts like he owns it. He profits off the Black community, off gang culture, off street beefs that got people hurt and killed. He sits there safe in his studio while real people are out there living the consequences of the stories he milks for clicks. He ain't from that. He didn't grow up in that. But he figured out you can build a whole empire, interviewing dudes fresh out of jail, asking them about ops, and letting them air out names on camera. That's not journalism. That's straight exploitation. That's feeding the fire, then acting like you didn't like the match. The thing is, every time he puts gang business out there, he's not helping the artist. He's helping himself. More views, more ad revenue, more clout. Meanwhile, the streets get hotter, people get set up, and families get torn apart. And the audience, they're getting a warped picture of the Black culture that is just violence, drugs, and betrayal. None of the history, none of the beauty, none of the brilliance. That's why I can't rock with him no more. Because it ain't just messy entertainment. It's cashing in on the demise of the very culture he claims to love. And if you're feeding off that pain while you're safe and cozy, you're a vulture, plain and simple. So yeah, I stopped watching Adam 22. Not out of hate, out of self-respect. I can't feed my mind trash and expect it to grow. And if you're still tuned in heavy, ask yourself, what are you actually learning? Are you growing, or are you just consuming somebody else's mess? For me, the answer was clear. I had to unplug. And Adam, if you're hearing this, do better, man, because right now, you're the loudest voice in the room, and you ain't saying nothing worth hearing.